Um, and you know, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna play some WoW and see where it leads. I can't say that this is going to be terribly original. I know a lot of people have already played this game online, and there's many, many hours of it available. So no reason to necessarily watch this other than me myself, you know, going back like, oh, what wouldn't it be great to experience my own experiences again, you know, kind of remembering the past and all that. Because you know, this game in general is very nostalgic for me. It's a game that I played a lot when I was small. You know, and kind of still go back to every once in a while. And it's, you know, comforting to do that. Times like these, you know, everybody's high strung. Everybody's, you know, freaking out. They're all stressed beyond belief. So why not pull out this childish thing and give it a whirl, you know? So this is, you know, Loch Madan. This is the area I'm playing in here, and it's a good time, I would say. The main thing about this area is that it used to have a lake in the middle, and then the lake got drained in one of the events of the world. So now there's no lake in the middle. There's like bones of all the sea serpents that used to hang out in there, and instead of those, you know, there's crocodiles because there's like puddles and stuff, but not necessarily as much water as there once was.
Honored, I'm sure. Alrighty then.
Alright. What's the land ship? So yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty easy stuff. You just gotta fight them as they come. You know, heal yourself as needed. Get the money. It's all very straightforward. And you know, people say this game is fun with friends. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that it's more fun with friends. That's why I'm trying to get up to level here, so that my friends can play with me. That guy out. That guy out. Let's see, so the thing I have to destroy is that guy. But it's very well guarded. You're not going to just let anybody walk up and destroy it. And I bet you as soon as I attack that thing, they're gonna just start surrounding me. Oh, the thing itself can attack. It has its own defense mechanism. Well, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Looks like I took care of that thing. Now I can get out of here. So, like, you know, there's still puddles here. You obviously aren't looking at a huge lake or anything.
Hi, how are you? Very good.
Let's take a look here. So let's see, I guess I'll do this for like 20 minutes or something.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And another thing about this game is you really can just get sucked up in it. You can play it, you know, you say, oh, I'm just going to play for a little bit, but then you sort of get sucked in. And as you can probably notice by all the pausing, like it takes a lot of concentration, you know, as well. Even if you are just doing kind of the same habitual stuff. The strategy of the game basically depends on your character. So if you've got like a healer class character, like this gnome cleric or priest or whatever they're called in this one, you know, like, your kit is pretty limited if you want to actually attack anybody. You've got Smite, you've got Holy Fire, and you've got Chastise. If you want to heal, you can literally bring people back from the dead. You can heal yourself. You know, you got instant heal, you got quick heal, you got heal over time. This attack is kind of neat. Let's see if we can. So look at that. I'm looking through that guy's eyes. I'm looking, around this guy. Like I don't even. I can just do this for like a minute. I can look around, see what's going on over there. Mind vision, it's called. It's a really neat attack. Not sure what you're supposed to do with it exactly. Like if it gives you line of sight, or I guess it doesn't. But that's still kind of neat. And then of course the psychic scream, which you probably saw earlier. You can chase enemies away from you. So, yeah. Just a cool kind of set of abilities, but nothing that... Not a ton of stuff that does a ton of damage. So you're basically casting the same stuff over and over again. Until you are able to level up more and get more abilities. But even then, you're not really adding abilities, you're just taking away old ones and replacing them. And this game has been out for such a long time that every quest pretty much has a guide. Like you're not really in the dark about anything. And the quests, most of the time, it's telling you what to do anyway. So you're all set. Let's see, so I gotta get those things. I don't think I've been to this area before, though. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if it is like a really old game, there's still, and even possibly because of that, there's so much stuff in the world, you could just never do it all, not all at once, or it would take a very long time at least. Looks like there's plenty of these things around.
I'm out of range.
Got all the ogres I need. Now I just need more of those spikes, and I'll be all set. I don't know. Are you supposed to, actually read the quest dialogue? I feel like sometimes it's actually kind of funny, so you should sort of read it. I think one of the quests I did in this area was, pulling a prank on this guy. It's like some hoity-toity guy, and you bring him the head of some boar that he couldn't kill, and he's like, "Oh, gross! You just gave me a boar's head. That's really gross. I don't want to look at it." And I'm like, "Hey, me either, dude." It's just what this other quest giver, put me up to. It's not a personal thing. It's just the way it is. And I heard that there was this one quest where you're like supposed to, um, you become like a quest giver, and then there's like you know, there's an NPC that's pretending to be a player character, and they say like, smell my farts or whatever. They're like, they're just really impolite.
How are you?
And that sounded funny as well. Big guy. Big guy himself. And he's way in there. How am I supposed to get way in there? I guess I'll just follow the path. Oh, I was probably supposed to have read that quest dialogue in case it was funny. Well, I mean, can you blame me, though? Can you really blame me? So, yeah, it turns out that I didn't have enough audio to fill up this whole video. So the rest of this is going to be a little bit more cogent, hopefully. Because I won't be playing the game. I'm just going to be looking at the footage. Looking at the same footage you are, which is me trying to get into this cave, I suppose. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Look at that, I actually found the cave. There's a lot of times where I'll see the marker where the guy is, and I'll just try and like climb the hill that's on top of the cave where they are. Because I'm like, oh, I don't see a cave entrance. They must be on top of this mountain. And to be fair, there's a boss who's on top of a mountain, but not this guy though. And this is kind of a confusing area too, because you've got all this, you've got a path that kind of winds over itself, stuff like that. So, whoops, that's the wrong way. So here I am, just kind of rushing through here because I want to get this over. Little does past me know that there's another 5 odd minutes of me in here. I think these guys killed me or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got me. I don't think I was prepared. But that's something that I did in this game a fair amount. I corpse dragged around. That's what it's called, where you move ahead of your corpse and then respawn and then die again. And if you keep moving ahead of your corpse like that, you can actually drag your corpse. That's where the saying comes from. Across the map. Back when I was doing some exploring and they didn't have the level system set quite the same way, so the NPCs would just be insanely high leveled. Back then, I would have to corpse drag, through the ocean. Well, I didn't have to. It was just how I was choosing to play the game at the time. I was like, I want to see every continent that I can by swimming around the whole thing. And, the game kind of doesn't want you to do that. There's places where they have a fatigue meter or like a stamina meter, and then when that goes all the way down, you just die. So that stops you from going too far out into the ocean. And that means that you have to go along the coast, which is where a lot of the water-based enemies hang out, like the sharks and stuff. Which is not really ideal. So here I am coming back through the cave, corpse dragging. The other thing I would do is corpse drag through like enemy cities, because there's 2 factions in this game. So if I was playing as one faction and I needed to complete the map for the other faction's cities, I'd have to just go into their cities, get killed by the, guard AIs, and then I would just have to corpse drag through there until I had every place explored and the map filled out properly. Alright, see, but this wasn't so bad. I only had to resurrect myself like once. Guy sure is tall though. He's got 2 heads and everything. Oh. Oh man, that was close. Yeesh. You're really probably not supposed to play this whole thing solo. At least in terms of like the raid bosses and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's balanced for like a billion people to play together. That's kind of the whole point of the game, really. It's to play with other people, even if they are just randoms. Oh, this guy's getting disappointed. I didn't. I already killed the boss. That's the other thing, though. Like, sometimes you show up to kill something, and somebody else already beat you to it. It really makes it feel like a living, breathing world where stuff isn't. Stuff changes dynamically, sort of. Like, if you keep checking back, the enemies will respawn, but with some of them it takes a really, really long time for that to happen. Which is, needless to say, kind of annoying. But, yeah, what can you do? I'm pretty sure they make exceptions for the bosses that you have to defeat for a quest. At least I hope they do. So here I am coming back from the successful conquest that I just beat the cave. I didn't necessarily have to kill all the ogres in the cave. I just had to get the big guy. And I'm pretty sure once I turn this quest in, I turn to the recording off, so this will probably be the end and stuff. You'll see some title cards, maybe, or some annotations with recommended videos. I try to do it so the algorithms can still put stuff on the screen that you would want, and then I can also recommend stuff that I think you would want to see. But we'll see how well that actually pans out.